Imagine, you're walking alone at night, and you just experienced the worst breakup of your life. You really thought this person might have actually been the one. So, distraught, you set out on your nighttime stroll to clear your head. You really have nothing better to do, as they stopped responding to your texts hours ago. As you wind meticulously through a wooded stretch of sidewalk, heavy in thought, your feet stop moving. You don't really know why, but when you look up, you see a long, bridge-like structure suspended between the two hills to either side of you. You immediately recognize the structure as an old train trestle. Just as your mind was abruptly taken from your thoughts of heartache, you hear an all too familiar voice call your name. You immediately recognize the voice to be your now former significant other. Blinded by the recent wounds in your heart, you call back, "Is that you?" The voice responds with something along the lines of, "Yes, come up here. I have something to show you." You immediately locate the source of the voice as you make your way up onto one of the hills and onto the train trestle. It's dark, so it's hard to make out the figure standing in the middle of the tracks, but your only real thoughts are of the possibility of rekindling your lost love. You pursue the figure and voice onto the trestle, but as you approach the center of the tracks, the figure vanishes onto the other side and off the bridge. You then notice a small light. Immediately, you think this must be the phone of your love. That is until you hear the crushing noise of a train horn. It's too late. You're in the middle of the trestle, and there is no time to escape. The only way off is down. This may sound like a far-fetched occurrence. However, these events are far too close to home for the residents of the Fisherville neighborhood of Louisville, Kentucky, where the legend of the Goatman of Poplick Trestle stakes its claim. According to the Cryptids fandom wiki page for the Poplick monster, other legends explain the creature's origins, including that it is a human-goat hybrid and that it was a circus freak who vowed revenge after being mistreated. In one version, the creature escaped after a train derailed on the trestle, which actually links the Poplick monster to the legend of the ghost train, which is also sighted on the trestle. Another version claims that the monster is really the twisted reincarnation of a farmer who sacrificed goats in exchange for satanic powers. The urban legend later inspired a 1988 short film titled The Legend of the Poplick Monster, created by Ron Schildknecht. The film sparked a particular interest in the old train trestle. In the film, three teenagers looking for a fun night have a run-in with the Goatman on the 100-foot-high Poplick train trestle. Since the release of the film, the train trestle has become a kind of proving ground for teenagers who want to catch a look at the Goatman that is said to inhabit the forest surrounding the Poplick Park. Some speculate that the true origins of the Goatman legends date back to a particular character in Louisville history, nicknamed Goatman, who often came through Louisville, Kentucky back in the 1940s. I was actually able to find an archived newspaper article from the 70s that referenced the Goatman. This nickname originated from the man whose actual name turned out to be Charles McCartney, being seen riding a wagon pulled by a gang of goats. According to the aforementioned 70s newspaper article written by Brian Crawford, his caravan consisted of 27 goats, some wearing bells, and an ancient steel-wheeled wagon covered with lanterns, license plates, hubcaps, mirrors, bottles, an unaccompanied birdhouse, and other odds and ends. It is speculated that this particular character in Louisville history sparked the rumors and stories that would eventually inspire Ron Schildknecht to create the film The Monster of Poplick Trestle. Whatever the true origins of the Goatman story happens to be, this interest in the legend has unfortunately led to the deaths of many curious teenagers, the earliest documented being in the year 2000, where a 19-year-old in search of the legend of the Goatman ventured onto the trestle and was met with an oncoming train. Over the years, the legend has sadly claimed the lives of many other victims, one as recent as May of 2019. I personally did not know about the most recent death before visiting this site, and it really put into perspective the true reality of the dangers surrounding this legend. This cryptid is set aside from many others due to the fact that it has an actual body count associated with it. It is saddening to say the least, but with that being the case, I feel it necessary to say, do not attempt to pursue this legend with the intentions of venturing onto the trestle, as it is still an active railway and is far more dangerous than some may think. Please, stay safe out there. Now, with that said, on to the physical description of the Poplick monster. Most reports describe the Goatman of Poplick Trestle as being, you guessed it, a half man, half goat, or sheep humanoid standing approximately 6 to 8 feet tall. Small, stunted horns protrude from a greasy goat-like head, accompanied by an alabaster-skinned face with wide-set eyes that sits upon a man's body, ending in the lower half of the body, having fur-covered goat legs with hooves instead of feet, and, in some descriptions, the goat man is even said to be carrying an axe. The abilities and habits of the goat man are as follows. This creature uses its abilities of mind-bending and voice mimicry to lure visitors of the Poplick Park onto the tracks where they are met with the next incoming train, and an unfortunate death. We here at the Cryptid Crew have decided to investigate this legend for ourselves, and so, we have ventured to Louisville, Kentucky to see the railway, and to find out if we may be able to catch sight of the goat man of Poplick Trestle. Enjoy.
Hey guys, it's Ethan from the Cryptid Crew. We just arrived in Lexington, Kentucky. We're here for CryptidCon 2019. But there's more than that we're here for. We came here because the convention is only 17 minutes away from the Airbnb that we are staying at currently, and we are here right now. Sama and Michaela are inside the living room of this apartment. It's a really nice place, but it's not just the convention that we're here for. We are actually going to Louisville, which is about an hour away, to the Poplick Trestle to see if we can catch the presence or a sighting of the Poplick monster, aka the Kentucky Goat Man. So supposedly, when you go to the Poplick Trestle and you go below the trestle, supposedly you can, at night, you will hear a whisper in your ear or an urge in your mind. You are lured by the goat man onto the trestle, where either you will jump off or you will be hit by an oncoming train and killed. Now this has happened to many people, supposedly. One particular instance was 3 years ago, which is the most recent time. A woman and her boyfriend were actually going to the Poplick Trestle in attempts to do exactly what we're doing, which is to catch the goat man, get some evidence of the goat man, the Poplick monster. But unfortunately, the woman who went there with her boyfriend, they actually went onto the tracks, up onto the trestle. Now there's a fence there. I'm not sure if there was whenever they did, but apparently she went onto the trestle and was met with an oncoming train. And in attempts to get off the trestle, she was hit, and I think she was thrown off the trestle and she died. So this story has some validity. Sorry, I was facing the window because of the lighting, but the story does have some validity to it. So there's some things that could be somewhat true. This cryptid does have a body count, so that's pretty. It's pretty rare in terms of cryptids. It's very few and far between that they aren't just an animal doing their own thing, I guess. But now this particular cryptid actually has stories of people dying because of it. People who are actually seeking it out dying. I do not believe we're going to go into the trestle. In fact, we're not going to go in the trestle. It's too dangerous. It is closed off. You're not supposed to do it. It has a fence up. You will be arrested if you were caught on the trestle, supposedly. But we're going to go check it out, and we're going to walk around the little trail. It's a biking trail. And another thing that I forgot to mention is apparently when you drive under the road that goes under the trestle, that crosses the trestle crosses a river and a walking path or a biking path and a road. Apparently when you drive under it, the goat man's supposed to jump onto your car. I mean, obviously that doesn't happen, I don't think, because I believe it's a road, so a lot of people will drive under that. So, but anyway, I'll see you guys there. This has just been a preface to that. And yeah, so I'm excited. I'll see you guys when we get to the actual. So we heading to Louisville.
Ooh, the ghost caught
The screen, no, it's called the wind.
It's called the wind.
We going to the trestle.
cemetery. Love that sign. It's just a whole ass cemetery. This gives me the kind of adrenaline rush as like before you get on a roller coaster. You feel me? Like, it's not a bad adrenaline rush.
Okay, I want to turn the air off.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey.
Okay. What do you want me to say? You want me to talk about?
So, do you have any Pope Monster facts for us?
Yes, Michaela, I do. So we're here at the Poplic Trestle, the actual area. You know where we are.
Did you hear it? Did you hear the train?
Oh, the train. Ooh. Hear the train. So I've explained what the Poplic Monster is. So we're here in Fisherville neighborhood of Louisville, Kentucky. Right over there, we just passed underneath the trestle, and we're at a rest stop across the road from it. We're about to get out to go to the actual walking trail or walking path and go to the trestle and walk in the area where underneath the trestle and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm kind of cut off right now because the little mount we have is like above me or below.
It's meant for navigation, not for recording. We'll have to get a recording mount at some point.
Yes.
We broke our other one, but
yeah. So.
Oh, you can hear it like that sound is the train.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Is it gonna go over the trestle? Is that trestle still in use? Do you know that?
Yes, it is. Yeah. That's why. Because the whole point of the Poplic Monster legend is that when you go underneath the trestle, you're supposed to hear a whispering in your ear, or you get the urge to walk up onto the actual trestle to walk along it, and that's when a train will hit you. It's supposed to be the goat man, Poplic Monster, luring you up there with his psychological mind-bending powers. 3 years ago, a girl and her boyfriend were coming here to actually do the exact same thing we're doing, to find the Poplic Monster, and they ended up going onto the trestles where they were met with an oncoming train, and they were told that they decided to try to hang off the side of the trestle while the train passed, and the guy, her boyfriend, was able to, but she wasn't fast enough and she got hit by the train and died.
Oh my god.
That was just 3 years ago. So this cryptid has a body count. So
yeah, the cryptid has like three deaths?
Yeah, three instances of death that I'm pretty I think.
So did the boyfriend say that they were compelled to go on the trestle, or did they say that they just did it?
I don't know that. I just know that that's the reason why they were there was to look for the Poplic Monster.
Oof, gives me shivers.
They ended up. All right, so we're currently heading there. We got my spotlight, so we can check this stuff out. So we're currently walking over to the actual walkway. It's like a biking trail kind of thing that leads over to the underside of the trestle. So it was so cool when we passed underneath it. I don't know if you can see me right now. The low light's kind of weird. Let me kind of crank that up a little bit. But yeah, they're behind me over here. We're walking over to where the trestle is though. And it was kind of cool passing underneath it. I don't know if we got it on video, but apparently, so according to the urban legend is that one of the things is when you go underneath the trestle, the goat man will sometimes fall onto a car and look what? Huh? Oh, that's cool. Is this here? 1 second. Cool. There's this thing right here. It says a haunted attraction, legend at Poplic, Friday and Saturday dusk to 2 a.m. I'm not sure what it is. Doesn't have any information about it, but Poplic Park, the parklands of Floyd's Park. Cool.
It kind of makes me want to like throw up just a little bit.
Why? Switch to the wide angle. Sorry. Oh, so down here is I think it's Poplic Creek. It's a spider. That's what scares you. Nice. So
Strange lack of graffiti here.
I wonder if that's anything to do with the metal fence.
Maybe put like a Polaroid underneath here.
Yeah.
Another spider. Oh, he's
So-
eating somebody.
Cool.
He's munching.
Spider again.
Ooh,
Another spider.
there's many of them.
So many spiders here.
I don't like them.
So right here, we're approaching the trestle. So we're on the actual walkway. This is a biking trail. The road's kind of busy right now.
It's Friday night. Tomorrow
In Lexington.
in Lexington, Kentucky plays against EMU, so there's going to be a lot of football traffic.
Yeah, hopefully they can hear you. It's playing. It's coming through the lapel mic, but
Oh,
I mean they probably can't hear you. But I mean it's probably not gonna be as best. To,
it's a creepy ass shot.
what?
Look at it, with the glow from the moon.
Oh yeah.
Or like the lights from.
So we got your cross right here. So make sure nothing's coming.
It's a
there.
good thing that we hear bugs and like crickets and stuff.
Yes, bugs and crickets, because the thing about that is if you're in woods and there's a predator nearby, bugs and crickets will be quiet. So, but it's not really a good thing because we're here to find the goat man. So,
I mean,
but it looks like a memorial. Maybe that's heavy. But yeah, so all the videos I've seen.
Yeah.
The memorial, yeah, we were just talking about it.
Sorry, I stopped to take a picture for the.
Just better not stop. The goat man might eat you.
Yeah, you weren't quiet, so I was trying to like stop and turn
But right
around.
there
I'm like,
is the
"Hello?"
trestle. So,
Oh, so this is for the
oh, that looks like.
so this is a memorial,
Wait,
maybe to the.
9?
It's 2019.
Oh.
That's May 26, 2019.
Whew.
I wasn't expecting it.
I wasn't expecting anything recent. The nearest, the most recent death here I've heard of
gonna Google it.
was the one in 3 years ago. So, yeah, that's pretty.
God, I've got goosebumps from that.
But I know I wasn't expecting. That's because I haven't heard anything about it. So in all the research I've done, I haven't heard anything about I guess I should have checked the news tab for that. But
Yeah.
but yeah.
Your active train trestle. Stay safe. Keep cool.
Yeah, so this fence was put up because people kept going onto the train trestle to, because it connects up there at the top. People kept getting onto the train trestle in pursuit of the legend and unfortunately meeting the oncoming trains. So, yeah, if we continue this direction, this goes deeper into the woods. So,
Not
that's,
excited now.
but yeah.
My
So I didn't hear any whispering.
I didn't either.
It's a little like dip down there.
Fuck no.
Nice. You can see back into there.
You stopped and you scared me.
Sorry.
Sam was holding my hand. She's spooked.
More support.
So now, that's a whole lot better.
Oh yeah, boy.
Nice. Sorry about that. I'm not used to filming. I got a new phone, so I'm filming my phone right now because the camera rig that I have isn't suited for filming at night. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to get some more shots. You can see deeper down in there. I'm gonna have to get some different shots of the trestle. But yeah. So,
Michaela.
what's wrong?
She said, I swear to God, if I turn and it's not Michaela anymore.
It's the forest, by the way.
We came here hunting it. Now it's hunting us.
Shut up. Vegan.
Boy,
Okay.
bless us on our path, please.
So,
We need to make one of those.
Cool shot of the moon peak through the trees.
We need to make one of
True.
those. Who is it? Mary, one of those Catholic candles, but it's Zach Bacon instead.
so this looks like I guess where they cut down a tree.
I guess where they cut down.
It
a
just
tree.
looks kind of spooky. Just the opening does, you know?
Ooh, that tree.
That tree right there.
Look at it.
That tree, look at that little stumpy thing. It looks like it's got like a little ear.
Stop! This is an outlast.
So they're scared. They're holding hands. Because so if he takes one of them, he'll take the other as well. Mushrooms. Nice.
Oh, there's a big one on the tree.
Wait, shh, you hear that? No, there's something like, I heard like,
I'm walking.
I'm expecting to look in there and see some hooves or some like goat eyes, you know?
How fucked up would it be if someone around here pet goats so they just kind of let loose at night?
That red lighting back there with the trestle.
Really good.
Go over here. I'm gonna go. And pull there's a car coming, so this is right on the road. And we're gonna look under here. We're gonna look around. I'm just gonna look around a little bit more, get a little bit more, sorry, it's hard. I'm trying to manage this light and manage the camera. So it's like kind of difficult to get everything. No, it's fine. I'm trying to keep them even, like where they're going, so, but yeah. Let's brush down in here. I'm gonna be reviewing this video later and see if I can find any eye shine, because I did see a video on another channel where they had actually seen eye shine. And it looked like a relatively large creature. So I'm gonna look through this footage and yeah.
Oh no!
What's up?
Look at that fucked up fence.
Ooh, look at that.
That makes me want to throw up.
The fact that the fence has been
Fuck with?
kind of beaten in.
I hate that. That's absolutely my least favorite thing.
I mean, surprisingly enough, there isn't a whole lot of graffiti.
What is this?
Haven't a whole lot of graffiti pertaining to
Hey, please get a
the
shot
goat
of
man.
this.
What's up?
Spooky hand,
Three-fingered handprint in mud.
I don't like you.
That is pretty disgusting, I will say. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna look around and see if I can find any hoof prints. So let's look around there. Something's been burned here. There's some charcoal.
Probably some
Wait,
faulty shit.
shh. Okay, cool. So yeah, someone's burned something there. There's more charcoal right here. I don't know if that might actually be from the train. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe they're hauling coal or something, because that could be what that debris is. So we got almost to the car, and a train started coming over the trestle. So here it comes. Just gotta get this footage of the train. There's the train.
So there you have it. We have visited the Poplic Trestle, and we have searched for the monster known as the Goat Man. It is very obvious after our visit that the area is cloaked in a negative aura. Whether this feeling is brought on by the presence of some supernatural demonic sheep-man hybrid, or by the very real loss of life associated with the area, one thing is clear. The Poplic Trestle is no place for the faint of heart. And it is with our deepest concerns that we, the Cryptid Crew, send our condolences to the families who have lost loved ones due to the pursuit of such legends as these. Whether you believe in cryptids like this or not, it does not matter. What matters is the preservation of curiosity and the ability to think beyond what you see in front of you. But please, practice safety when pursuing this curiosity. And we at the Cryptid Crew, thank you for watching. Stay curious, friends.